美国投资机构 GEO Investing 关注于提供高质量的中小盘股票的研究和分析，尤其是对很多中概股独具见解，为中美投资人提供高收益的股票投资策略。自2007年公司成立以后呢 ，GEO Investing 在中美金融领域呢是占有一席之地。他们的分析师也是经常接受 ABC News 和巴伦周刊的采访。公司的发起人之一呢，兼高级分析师 Dan David 是中概股方面的投资专家。我们就当前的股票市场热点问题对他进行了采访。Mr. David, great to have you here today. If the Federal Reserve will raise interest rate this week, how should investors be doing, and how do you trade this week?
I hope that the Federal Reserve will raise interest rates this week. I feel like as long as they stick to 25 basis points, that it should be ultimately a non-event and good for our economy. Investors should not try to trade around the rate increase. Traders could trade around it, possibly looking at the VIX or other ETFs. But as I said, if they do raise interest rates this week, I think that ultimately that will be a good thing as long as they stick to 25 basis points. They may wait until later in the fall to raise rates, which I think is a mistake, but we'll see what happens.
Are you bullish or bearish on the China's market?
I am bullish on the China market right now as a trade. I think it has come down significantly, and with the extreme measures the government of China has taken, I can't see anywhere to go but up for the near-term future. I think for the long term, the extreme measures that have been taken will ultimately harm the markets, both integrity and long-term viability. So in the long term, I am not bullish. In the near term, I certainly would trade it and buy stocks.
So Alibaba's shares were lower after barons warned shares could fall more than 15% on slowing demand and increased competition in China. So what do you think about Alibaba's shares? Do you agree with barons?
Barron's assessment aside, I'm not a big fan of Alibaba as a holding right now. I think that when you claim an 80 to 90% market share of anything, competition should be a great fear. They will see steep competition in the next few years. I found management to be a bit detached from reality where that's concerned and dismissive on a whole host of issues. So while I don't see any kind of near-term catastrophic downside, ultimately it is not an investment for me.
好，感谢 Dan David 先生接受我们的采访，我们将继续关注中概股方面的走势。